Hey, crypto heads, it's the Goose with Cryptic Paranormal Show. We're back 2 weeks in a row. We made it. We made it 2 weeks in a row. We're on. And look who's down there. Look who's
Look at
down
him.
there.
Look at
Look
him.
at him. Look at him. I mean, seriously, look at him.
Yes,
Look at him.
yes.
He's been training with the dark side. That's why he hasn't been on. They had him hostage aboard the Death Star.
Let me tell you
Death
that.
Star's right behind me.
Yep, that costume was like the real deal, man. It had all the lights,
Oh,
and
yeah?
all the breathing and everything.
Where was that at?
It was at the autism walk.
Oh, cool.
At Lock 3.
Nice.
Yeah, so I did
Nice.
that Saturday.
Oh, cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That's it's a great cause, too.
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty cool. They had everybody, like, they had the stormtroopers and everything, and I was just like,
Nice.
I want a picture with Darth Vader, so I like interrupted their stuff and took a picture.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's really cool how people like get so into that. We were at a couple years ago. We went to Odd Mall in Akron. It's like a convention, like it's like a craft show, but for weird people
Yes.
that do weird things. But it was like a lot of comic people, a lot of people dressed in cosplay. But then there's people just selling regular crafts and stuff. But it was just a cool atmosphere. I think actually Tri-City Ghost Hunters was there. Greg was there. They were actually speaking, I think, when I left, like up on stage and everything. So
fancy,
cool deal. Hey, David, what's up, brother?
Uh oh.
Boss is watching. We got to bring the funny.
Oh shit! I didn't call off the last couple.
So what's been up with you, D? How you been?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. We had a event in the square last night.
I saw that.
In Madison.
How'd that go?
And it was good. I was so nervous at first just because, we've got a lot of backlash from the community in the beginning.
Right.
But it was good. It was good. We even talked to the woman from the Historical Society, which was, that was rough to not say anything rude, but I did very well and Shelly did really well. And we just, smiled and nodded and were polite.
That's good.
But it was really good. It was really nice to see everybody excited about the renovations, about the things we're doing, about all the attention we've brought to Madison itself. It was really good.
That's really cool. And I was kind of like peeking and like zooming in on some of the pictures you took at your table. You had a lot of like pertinent information.
Yeah.
That I'm sure that lady did not approve of. But
oh yeah.
It's there in black and white.
I wanted to take the posters and like shove them in her face and be like, look at this part. Did you see this part?
Yeah.
So it was good.
Hey, this happened here.
Right.
For real.
Weird.
They would have kept denying it.
Right.
I know. That never happened.
No, you guys wrote those articles.
Yeah, we photoshopped it all.
Right.
It was cool too because the funeral home in town is called Beam Funeral Home. That's the family that owns it.
Yeah.
And our superintendent that committed suicide, her death certificate in 1911 was signed by W.C. Beam. So, the funeral home was there last night at the event, and I brought him over and I was like, you guys look. And he's like, oh my gosh, that's my great great grandpa signed that.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. So they were really excited to see that. And then they were bringing everybody over, like, to show him the death certificate. Like, look, it's your great 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 grandpa. It was cute. It was a good time though.
Hey, real quick, we got Casey chiming in with the nice long
birthday.
shut up. Yes, he's the birthday boy. Now we can shut up and then just go back to normal. All right.
We did our parts.
Right.
Yeah.
Julie, howdy. Right. So got a lot of stuff coming up this next couple of months, guys. Quite a few festivals, Ghost Hunts, fundraisers, conventions. We do have our friend Barb Young and her team are having an event. Actually, when's the 26th? That's
Saturday.
Like Saturday.
Yeah.
So I promised her we'd promote it, and here it is.
Yes.
Join them Join them June 26th, of course, this year, for a spirited gathering, Riders in Painesville, Ohio, which I still have not been to. And we definitely need to get something hooked up with them. There will be readings brought to you by Illuminate. Stop by for readings, shop local vendors, and stay for lunch or dinner and the evening's live entertainment, and enjoy some good paranormal conversations with friends. Sign up for readings start at 12:30 p.m. and readings will be 1 to 5 p.m. So very cool. And Riders Inns are beautiful old inn in Painesville. And I've driven by it several times. I still have not had the chance to go inside and look.
Yeah, I haven't been in there since I was like 12.
Yeah. It's been on the hot bucket list for a long time.
Yeah.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Ever since I started, with the online like Dead Ohio and Haunted Ohio websites looking for different places. It's been on, and the Haunted Housewives have been there. They've had events there, and I've missed it. So, guys, if you want to go check it out, it looks like there's plenty of opportunities.
I gotta go let him out real quick.
All right.
Up here.
Yeah, I'm excited that they're embracing the paranormal aspect of everything. They were a little hesitant at first because, let's face it, we're weird.
There he is.
Say hi,
Lincoln. What's up, buddy?
Lincoln.
Hi, Lincoln.
Hi, buddy.
Keep reading about opposites, buddy.
But yeah, so it's good. If they can have another source of income so we can make sure that the building stays open and stays, not turned into like condos or something stupid, then it's good.
And I think Barb and her group are definitely a good group to be doing that with them.
For sure.
They've already got a great relationship with the owner, it seems like.
Yeah.
And they're a good team, and I don't know, it's like you said, it's good for them as long as it's done well. I mean, and they're promoting the reality of it. So
yeah. And the place is cool. It's got a lot of history. It's got ties to the Underground Railroad. It's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, actually I have not dove into the complete history of it yet. So
yeah.
I
mean, granted, when I went, I was 12 and my aunt worked there. I was 12 or 13. And I was interested in learning about it, and the person that I talked to, I thought they were the owner, but maybe they were the manager or something. But they also told me that Mr. Ryder killed all of his wives. He had like 7 wives, and that he killed them in different rooms of the house, and then named the room after them.
Oh, come on.
So I don't know how much of the history that I learned was real, but I do know for a fact that it does have ties to the Underground Railroad. So
it makes me wonder too, how some of these places we go to, like the bigger places too. Like, I mean, like, okay, Ohio State Reformatory, I trust Greg and his group. I mean, obviously, I know they've done their research. But some of the guys that I've gone on tours before they were working there, were a little. It just seemed a little, I don't know,
exaggerated.
Exaggerated, unrealistic. Now I had an interesting one. The last time I was there, actually, the guy who was running the tour was actually an ex-inmate.
Oh,
now,
nice.
He had some stories.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting.
I bet.
Helmy, this is the most I've seen you on Facebook in like 5 or 6 years, bro. But yeah, I hate when they exaggerate the history to get people in the door.
Yeah.
And I know there's places that do it. I can name a few, but I'm not gonna burn those bridges right now.
Right. Yeah, we had a lot of people asking us at the event last night, like, so do you guys jump out and scare people? I'm like, no.
Why would you?
I know, right?
I mean, it's one thing if you're like running it as a haunted house, but I mean,
you're not. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You guys, we don't have to.
Yeah.
Right.
You do the one thing with the head in the cabinet, but if that's even still there,
it is. I show people. Well, I haven't been there in a while, but I always show people that
Yeah.
I get the flashlight in there and shine it in the eyes. I'm like, hey, go open that.
I mean, it's fun watching them if they get frightened by something that might possibly be paranormal. It's giggle worthy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they're
And
not
plus,
gonna.
you know what? I hate jump scares. Like,
Yeah.
I get so pissed off if somebody jumps out and scares me. Like, I've never punched anybody in my life, but it makes me want to punch somebody. You know, I don't want to do that to somebody else.
See, that's why I always walk around like I'm like always ready for somebody to jump out at me.
Right.
There's a time and place for everything, and paranormal investigation is not one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, granted, it gets to be like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. It's slap happy hour.
Right.
People get a little silly, but yeah, it's usually not intentional. It can happen accidentally sometimes, but like when my dumb fat ass is like half asleep walking through a tight room and I knock a bunch of furniture over, you know. But I also scare the shit out of myself.
Did anybody scare you in the windows at Old Licking County?
No. Old Licking County was fun. It was so great, but I was so tired. I was so beat. And I felt like I was kind of a downer to everybody. I was just like in my own headspace. Oh, thanks.
Well, you came right after work too.
Yeah, I came straight from work, and it was like a 3.5 hour drive. It wasn't, and it was all like backcountry hills. It was the ride home was completely different. It was all freeway.
Weird.
I was like, what the hell? Like, why did maybe because I was going home, which is a different way than work. I don't know, but
yeah. Did you take 77 and all that?
See, coming down, I took 71, and it got me off on like 15 or some weird backcountry route.
Yes. You went down 71 first? Because you're leaving from your place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
Yeah. I did not like that way. But coming home was a easier drive, but I was so tired at that point. Like, I had to pull off a couple times and like get up and like walk around. It took me forever to get home. But I mean, Old Licking is such an awesome place. We were definitely feeling some shit. Like me and John, we were on that top cell floor and we were walking back. It's like once we got, I can't remember the lady's name that burned to death in that cell.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But like it was completely dark. We could not. It felt like there was like a force, an unseen force, like stopping us from going any further. Like we got to a certain point, and like he didn't tell me anything. He said he just felt weird. I'm like, okay. He's like, walk down and see what. And like I got to that point, and I'm like, there's something stopping me here. I cannot. If I may move 1 inch further, it's making me feel like wonky, like sick in the stomach and like headache, and like that's weird. So I moved back and I told him. He's like, yeah, that's exactly what I was feeling. It's weird. It was just a weird feeling that night, and like the basement was. And we were all debating over that light going off. I really don't know what to say about that. I think we set it off, but
right.
Then I got yelled at for laughing. Me and Darren were goofing off too much, I guess.
Who yelled at you? Denise or Shelly?
What?
I think it was Terry.
Who?
It was Terry and Denise. No, Denise was on me. She was kind of messing with us, but no, it was Terry. She's like, stop laughing. Because Darren and I were giggling and we're just over there like laughing at each other about being stupid. What? The house in Cleveland.
Probably the House of Wills.
House of Wills? I actually drove by there the other day, man, and I stopped and just sat in the parking lot at work and like ate my lunch. Like, I figured I'm in a Cleveland clinic truck. I mean, I could be a target, but
yeah, I think you could be.
Yeah,
I just think, hey, I might be like helping your aunt or something. You know,
they're probably like, hey, that's a pharmacy on wheels, man.
Exactly.
I mean, there is a pretty good price for oxygen these days, I guess.
I mean, that's what I would have thought, and I would have hijacked your ass.
But no, I just wanted to say I was there like literally a block away, so I stopped by and just kind of looked at it. Looks the same, kind of like a rotting corpse.
I am not doing House of Wills, Tina.
Even if you were with us and we were all packing.
And Tony was there.
And Tony was there.
If Tony's there, I'll go.
I knew that would.
Yeah. Screw Ray and Heisenberg. I don't trust them.
Well, I'm not allowed to have a gun.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll bring you one. You can carry it there.
He's joining us from YouTube because he is back in Facebook jail. Last I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
For speaking probably the truth.
Yeah. Somebody was probably being an asshole, and he probably called somebody an asshole, and
I'm sure
he's in Facebook.
Well, he's usually spot on, so.
I don't know. I would have kicked his ass off Facebook a long time ago. Just kidding, Uncle Guido. We love you. I'm just messing around. Tina said yes, or Denise, yes, you are. I guess you are going to House of Wolves. Nobody's actually officially set anything up yet, so I don't know why everybody's asking me if I'm ready.
I know, right? Like there's an event. Maybe there's an event we don't know about.
Oh, yes, you have, Addie. Don't lie.
I have never.
Also our good friend Tina's watching us too, just so you know. We love you, Tina.
Tina who?
Tina Frick.
Oh.
Our Tina Frick. Oh.
Tina Frick. Hi, Tina. Just messing around.
All the Tinas. Tina McCoy is here as well.
Yes, hello, Tina McCoy.
All right, you guys are gonna have to start wearing name tags because I can't remember all these Tinas.
Right?
Yeah.
Just call him Tina. It doesn't matter. That's easy.
Just yell Tina out wherever I need to talk.
Got Madam signing in.
Tina! And one will come.
Yeah.
Right there. She did.
Yeah, what else?
We got
you got a thing for FCI?
Yes, I do. Yes, and that very, very soon, just right around the corner. July 24th. Saturday. Got FCI Con 1. Hosted by Resin Undead and Gateway. I don't know who Gateway Paranormal Society is. Do you?
Yeah, no, never heard of them.
I think they deal with fences.
They what?
I think they deal with fences.
Oh yeah, Gateway. Okay.
Yeah.
So they apparently, I guess they just investigate haunted fences.
Yes, there's plenty of them. Plenty of them. Ohio's rich with them. Ohio is rich with haunted fences.
Yes.
So we got that in July 24th, and then what's next after that? We got. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That was Barb's. I'm gonna go ahead this weekend, June 26th, at the Briders Inn. We already went over that, but I'll do it again since I had it up.
Yeah, it costs money on the second time.
Oh yeah, that's right. First time's free. Second time, not so much.
You're in trouble now, Barb.
So FCI Con's July, and then August we have our event at Middle Point.
Oh yeah. I gotta go. I was trying to go in order. Now I'm being an idiot.
Yep.
Saturday, August 7th at Middle Point School in Middle Point, Ohio. We got the Ghost Hunt for Brian. It's a fundraiser. This is actually all started by our teammate Sean Gilmore. He's a member of our team in Dark Alley. Is also a co-host of Our Paranormal podcast. I don't know who the hell that is down there trying to peek around. He started this ball rolling for this fundraiser for our friends, the Felicias and Brian, who is fighting cancer, bladder cancer, I believe. And then he got Daniel Klaus involved. And then Austin Maynard came on board and donated the location, Middle Point School. So all of us at Dark Alley are going to be there. Denise is going to be there. So we're going to be representing the show. Linda Dix and a bunch of other people. There's just going to be an amazing crew there. And do it again. Do it again.
Heisenberg, do it again.
Do it again. So I only got half my face showing.
We're like talking about something so serious, and I'm just laughing at Heisenberg.
But it's you know what? It's serious, but it's like, you know, we're gonna be doing stuff, so it's a good thing.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, August 7th, definitely there's only a few tickets left. I'm gonna look up the I gotta get the link up there in the chat. but you can find it on Event B. And actually, I have it up here. Let me put that in the chat.
Look at you. You're so prepared. Oh my gosh, you're so
I
professional.
know. I'm like shocked. What kind of
Right?
show did I
What
come
is
back
happening?
Shut up. I threw this all together in like 5 minutes.
As he
That's
spent like 3 days toiling over the keyboard.
Right?
Right. There's the link. I guess you have to copy and paste that because that's a pretty long link. Let me see if there's another link real quick. No, that's pretty much it.
Oh, jeez. That'll get you there. And we have it on our page too.
Yeah. Yeah, we have it on our page. And actually, if you watch Sean Gilmore, Austin Maynard, Daniel Klaus, they're all promoting it. We're promoting it. So the information is out there. Unless you click it. Sweet.
Perfect.
Well, there you go. That makes it easy.
Well, on their end. That's cool. Well, there you go. It works. Thanks.
Super professional.
Thanks, madam. Yeah. I was trying to be professional, but and that's it. And we already got some stuff coming up for next year. Can't talk about it yet. Maybe in about 3 months we can announce the one that I just got invited to recently, which we're super stoked about.
I'm so excited.
Oh yeah.
Heisenberg's like, what do we get invited to?
What are we doing?
Yeah. What's next month?
Yeah.
That's basically how I live my life. What's next month?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that we were supposed to do this year too, but with everything going on, we just I mean, like we were invited to Gettysburg again, but we all had stuff going on the same week. It just wasn't. I was supposed to go last year to the DeadCon, which I believe I think Ad is going to be representing Mad.
She sure is going.
All the Mad crew and the FCI stuff and the new location.
Yeah.
The Indiana State Sanatorium, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Super stoked about that. Still haven't even been to FCI, so I'm like,
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, we haven't even been to FCI. We're like way behind.
I know,
right? You guys got to get your shit together, man.
We suck. Well, we should be down there in July. Well, we will be down there in July for sure.
Yeah. Eddie's representing 12 things.
Yeah, she is.
What's up, Brian from Bearded Paranormal, or brother? He's going to be up there at the Ghost Hunt for Brian too. So, check out him and Bearded Paranormal. It's going to be a really cool event. I'm excited for that.
I am excited for that.
I am too.
It's a new location for us to investigate.
Yeah.
It's actually a newer location that they're just really starting things up at. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, we had Austin on. He was talking a little bit about it. Fortunately, we couldn't understand what he was saying.
Thank God, because from what I could understand, it sounds scary as shit, and I don't know if I'm excited to go.
It's going to be a big group of people. You think you'll be all right?
Yeah, I'll be outside. I'm sure there'll be a table outside that I can run. Like, guys,
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're doing that or like what's going on, but we'll all figure out something.
I don't even care. I'm just excited to go. It's fine.
Are you representing the Lollipop Guild? Yes.
And in the name of the Lollipop, sure he is.
And in the name of the Lollipop Guild, we wish to welcome you to Munchkin Land.
Yes.
I don't think there's bathrooms.
Where at, Addie? At Middle Point?
I know there's not bathrooms at House of Wills.
Listen.
Unless you want to use
there's kind of a bathroom there.
Unless you want to use a porta potty that hasn't been cleaned in about 10 years.
Yep.
Gross.
Yeah, it made my eyes water. I was like, I'm not going back in there.
Like even the squatters won't use it. They just take dumps in the house.
She said Middle Point.
That's
fine. I just spent 3 days up in the mountains peeing in the woods. I'll be fine.
How did that go?
It was good. It was good. Can you tell? Yeah. Can you tell that I'm lying?
I didn't know.
It was not fantastic for my sister and I because we were sleeping in hammocks, but the kids had a really good time, and that's all that matters. Yeah. So it was good overall. The
first time is always rough. Especially with kids.
I hate kids.
I remember my dad taking us, and I remember the hell we put him through. It's like 2:00. Can we go home?
Right.
The ground is too hard, and we had like cots. I mean, we weren't even on the ground.
Right.
Like complaining nonstop, and we're bored.
Yep. I
It's like, go
started
play on the
sleeping in
hill.
the back seat
Yeah.
of the car.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not sleeping in a tent. I don't want to wake up all dewy. I'll just sleep in here.
Nice.
That was the last time we went camping.
Yeah. Our car was very far away from where we were at, though, so that wasn't even an option.
Did you guys take a pretty long hike?
Yeah, we backpacked in. I mean, it wasn't super long, but enough to where I couldn't leave my kids there, and go sleep in the car.
Right.
Yeah. Did you say it was one of those like non-electrical,
Yeah. This site is literally just a fire ring.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. See, I'm at the age now, like as much as I like the outdoors, I'm like, let's hop in an RV and go plug it in somewhere.
Yeah.
The fire ring and the picnic table is nice to have out there, but I want a nice bed to sleep in with air conditioning if needed. Running facilities.
Kate keeps trying to talk me into going to Hocking Hills, and I'm like, it's still camping. I don't want to.
It's not camping.
I know it's in a cabin. I know it's all nice, but I'm like,
cabin.
It's like glamping. I mean, we had a hot tub.
Yeah. That's like nicer than hotels.
Dude,
yeah,
it's only like 25 minutes away from FCI.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, seriously, that's why I stopped. I had to walk around the outside because it was like literally on the same road I was taking.
I'm pretty sure there's a hotel closer to FCI too.
Oh my gosh. Like seriously, the cabins are nicer than hotels. Ours had 3 bedrooms.
Oh my gosh, we had a foosball table. We had Wi-Fi, widescreen.
Not camping.
An
I have a pretty good idea.
Fireplace that I didn't even have to start. I just turned on.
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea. Sasquatch is looking for me, so I try to stay out of those situations.
Speaking of Sasquatch, did you see any sign, D, while you were up there?
No, my kids thought that there was a bear at 3 a.m, though, and I got to blow my bear horn, but we did not have any Sasquatch.
Bummer.
Yeah.
I was looking in Maine pretty hardcore. I mean, I took a few walks around our cabin, but it was there's like too many other cabins around. They're pretty close together because we're basically on like, I don't know if we're in between, like we had this big Raccoon Cove behind us. They called it Raccoon Cove, but it like huge body of water. You could see mountains off in the horizon, and I guess it wrapped around to the other side of us and emptied out into Eastern Bay, which is like leads right out to the ocean. So it's like we were just completely surrounded by water.
Nice.
It was so cool. And actually the beach reminded me a lot of like the Madison Menor Headlands beach because real rocky with like a lot of pebbles and sea glass and stuff.
Nice.
So it wasn't like a swimming beach. I mean, you could swim, but if you don't mind the rocks, it's either rocks or sand. But
yeah,
it was just a really cool place. But I was like looking around. I walked up and down the beach. I was looking for footprints and shit. But I did find a spine of some animal just laying on the beach.
Did you keep it? You could do magic with that.
I picked it up and I took it back and showed the kids because it was pretty clean. It didn't have like guts and stuff hanging from it.
Nice.
But,
and that's as far as Kim would let it go.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to see that. Don't show that to me. I left it on the deck so everybody could see it.
Oh,
when
nice.
they walked outside. I'm guessing it was from a rabbit, is what I'm guessing, because there was rabbits everywhere. And these rabbits were huge. Oh my god, they're like
the fabled Maine hares.
Yes, they were.
Are you being serious? Is that a thing?
I don't know what he's talking about. The were rabbits.
I totally
of Maine.
believed that.
We were surrounded by crows. I mean, like literally, there's crows everywhere. Like how pigeons and like cardinals and blue jays are around Ohio. There's like crow everywhere in Maine.
Wow.
But it was really cool. We enjoyed it. The whale watch was probably the most spiritual thing I've ever done, besides all the puking, because like everybody brought their kids, and a lot of the people who brought their kids were drinking on the boat. I'm like, well, that's not a good idea.
Right.
Like, this is like a real boat ride. This isn't like we're gonna go like
chill down the river.
Yeah, this isn't like we're just gonna float out like 10 feet and there's gonna magically be a whale in the middle of the harbor and then we're gonna come back. We literally flew in a boat, like cruising hardcore, like speeding. We went out about, I don't know how many knots out we went, but we were moving for about 2 hours before we even stopped.
Wow.
And the first thing we saw was a basking shark. I'm like, okay, that's not what I paid for, but cool, there's a basking shark. And she's like, well, if you look, you can see how long it is. I'm like, I can't see past the fin. And it was so far away, but I mean, apparently this thing was like 20 feet long. And I looked it up, and it was really weird. This shark is like, it doesn't even have teeth. It has like a filter in its mouth, and it just eats krill.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like baleen on a whale, but it's honestly, when its mouth is open, it looks like a coffee filter.
Like a whale shark, right?
Like a filter basket from a coffee machine. It was so weird. Like, I've never seen one. Then we saw some harbor porpoises, which was cool. We could see them jumping out of the water in the distance.
That's cool.
And then we cruised around for about another hour and a half, and they stopped, and I'm like, everybody was like, nobody has anything left in their stomach because all the kids were puking and everything. It was disgusting. My wife got puked over by some kid. Everybody kept taking their kid to the side of the boat as we're flying. Where do you think that puke is going to go? It's not going over the side of the boat.
Gross.
It's going in front of you and back and hitting the people behind you.
The back of the boat, you rookies.
No, right? And we were sitting in the back of the boat. So guess my wife, we were getting...
Well, that's when you moved to the front.
Yeah.
But we finally saw a whale, and it was one that they tracked, and they actually knew the name of the whale. They called it Owl. And this thing was so beautiful. Like, when we first saw it, we saw the tail come out, and that's like what everybody wants, besides a full breach, but they only do that when they're like mating and like full on like feeding hardcore. This was just one lonely female. They think she may have been pregnant. So she was just kind of coming up slowly and then doing a deep dive. Right at the end, of course, I didn't have my camera out. We were starting to pull away. We all thought we were done. And the naturalist up top announcing everything is like, well, it looks like Owl's coming out for one last time to say goodbye to everybody. She's behind the boat. And we're like, what? Because we were sitting at the back of the boat. We turn around, and there's this big, huge humpback whale tail out of the water, like not even like 30 feet from us.
Oh, man.
And it just goes down and deep. It's like, oh, it was like we were meant to be there. We saw it.
Yeah.
It was very spiritual. I know it's not paranormal or cryptic, but I've loved whales and sea life since I was little. Because my dad grew up on Long Island, New York. His great grandfather was a fisherman, so it's like it's always kind of been a thing. But seeing that was really cool.
Yep. Cool. I know, man. I want to see a whale.
Right?
I had a lot of lobster, and I'm not a seafood guy. I was really surprised.
Don't they just make you eat it there?
I mean, pretty much. I mean, that's on what the menu is. I mean, like, if you want a hamburger or hot dog, like, I couldn't even find like fish and chips anywhere. Like, everything was specifically lobster and crab.
Yeah.
And like, they didn't even have oysters or clams. It was just like lobster or crab or a hamburger and fries, but
nice.
I ate it. It was good. I mean, it was delicious. I even had like some, they did have clam chowder at a couple of they call them lobster pounds. If you pull it up to a place like what these places look like in Ohio, you'd be like, I ain't fucking eating there. It looks like a shithole. But there's these little shacks everywhere in Maine called lobster pounds. And they have the best food because they're getting these like fresh. I mean, a lot of them, the families own them that are the ones fishing them. So they bring them right out of the ocean and they make them right there. So it's like awesome. It's a lot different than like going to Red Lobster in Ohio. Right. But there's more lobster pounds than there are like ice cream stands. It's crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, it was really cool. And I think I stayed in the haunted hotel room when we were in Salem the one night. Some weird stuff going on. I looked back through video. I had like there's this app now called Ghost Tube. It's kind of like the SLS camera. I don't know how they do it. I don't really trust it 100%. But it caught some things like stick figures like walking at the foot of our bed because that's where I had it shooting and nobody was moving. So I don't know. We stayed at the Salem Inn. Salem was a cool place, but it's definitely one of those places you need a couple days to like.
Was there a lot of stuff there?
There's a lot of stuff, and it's all within like walking distance. It's very doable, but it's very, very packed. And there was like, it was a Pride weekend, especially pagan pride weekend. So it was like it was crazy. I mean, it was a long way for everything, and we only had like a couple hours. So we did go to the witch house, and we got to see all that, and it was pretty interesting. But yeah, I mean, it was a good vacation. I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back on the show. And
maybe
I'm
not
super
back to work, but
yeah, not so much. Although I'm liking the new job, it's taking a toll physically on me, but I'm getting used to it. Just got to see the orthopedic surgeon a couple times this week, but
oh geez.
No, I'm trying to get the carpal tunnel thing figured out, and gonna get my knees looked at more seriously now that I have the good insurance working for Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take advantage of that so I can get back ghost hunting and getting those steps up in Madison.
Right.
Up at all those places, honestly.
There's always steps.
I know
right.
there are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always steps, and a lot of them are so steep because they're old buildings, and depending on where you go,
one step is this big, the next step is this big, and the next one's they're just
and they're like this. Right. They're this skinny,
right?
And they feel like one side is sinking.
Yeah.
So like it's going up. I felt that way at the Knickerbocker Hotel on from the second floor up to the top floor. It felt like they're sturdy. They're sturdy steps. They're not. I'm not saying they're not, but there is a bit of a lean to them.
Yeah.
And there's not a whole lot of light, so you got to be careful. I got to take one step at a time.
Yeah. I haven't been there.
The corner steps are crazy. I hate the spiral staircases and haunted places.
I've always hated those just in general.
Yeah.
I feel like they look cool, but it's such how do you get furniture up there?
Yeah.
That's how I make my entrances.
That's how you make your entrances? Spiral staircases?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, that's pretty much all they're good for.
Right. They're not practical.
Seriously, how do you get a bed up there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No idea. They take it through the window and assemble it up there.
Probably.
You just have to buy everything from IKEA, so it comes in a million pieces, and you can carry it up.
Because IKEA was around in the 1800s.
Yeah, what did they do before IKEA?
Well, they knew what was coming.
They made everything out of straw in the 1800s, didn't they?
That's true. They just carried it up one bale at a time.
Yeah. So what's new in the paranormal world at Madison? Anything good? Anything happening lately to people? Have you had any experiences?
I actually have been not investigating in the building a lot lately. We've been trying to focus on getting the gift shop ready, so we're making pendulums and doing
cool,
actual volunteer stuff instead of just investigating. But it's it's always good. People always have experiences whenever we talk to them. So
yeah, that's cool.
That's good.
Yeah. Matt Field, one of those Gateway boys, chiming in. Miss you too, brother. Glad he wasn't here earlier when I said, who are those Gateway Paranormal guys? No, we were talking about the 2 events coming up, man.
Yeah.
July 24th, we got FCI Con. September 18th is MadCon 4. Oh, yeah. Hosted by RU, of course, Resident Undead, of course. Right. But the Gateway Boys have jumped in as co-hosts as well, so it's going to be pretty kick-ass this year.
Yeah, investigating haunting fences since 1987.
Yeah. So I'm thinking what's been going on in paranormal news? Pretty much the same old. If you look on Facebook, it's the same old drama bullshit.
Yeah, crazy.
Drama. This guy's doing this wrong. I don't like the way this guy is saying this thing. It's just I can't even anymore. It's like, is anybody actually investigating anymore? Are we just worrying about? I'm not saying about anybody who films because I want to film too. But there's
we're going to one day.
We're going to, yeah. We made the promise to everybody, and we're going to. It's just
one day.
Yes, it's the process. But I don't know, man. I can't it's hard for me to even look at it. Like people, I used to like accept people's invites to groups and pages all the time, like without even thinking. I'm like, oh, that's nice. They're promoting a team or they're promoting a group. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I can't. It's too much.
I just
You know where I've gotten to the
past
point.
it.
Absolutely, Matt, and you guys do make some cool shit, so keep it up. Keep it positive, bud.
Yeah.
We know you do.
Yep. I don't really read much on Facebook anymore. I just scroll for the
Honestly,
articles actually
I do.
now.
Yeah.
Like the weird history and all that. Like I barely read what anybody's saying, but I'm like,
like there's a couple people I follow. I like Alex Metsuo, who I want to get on her show sometime. She has a blog that she posts stuff on, and you know, it's a little controversial sometimes because she tells the truth. You know, she does the research behind the subjects. You know, and sometimes it's not what people want to hear, but it's, you know, it's the logical truth behind what's happening on some cases. But you know, I don't know. I go on Facebook to promote our stuff. You know, maybe that's selfish because I'm just promoting our stuff. But
no, I promote our stuff too.
Do you even know how to sign into Facebook?
It's automatically put in. All I have to do is put my thumbprint.
Okay.
That's how everything is. So if somebody cuts off my thumb, they got total access of nothing on my phone.
Noted.
But honestly, I mean, besides like watching a couple podcasts of friends and keeping up with like the Gateway Boys, RU Media, and all that kind of stuff, I'm scrolling for memes and TikTok videos.
Right.
And if I want to do that, I'll just go on TikTok. So.
and Matt's photography is always a welcomed sight.
I like to see those pictures whenever they pop up on my thing.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, there's still people that post like interesting stuff, and it's just you got to scroll a lot to get to the, you know, maybe I think maybe that's why I got carpal tunnel. I'm just like scrolling, looking for the positivity and things on social media. Yeah, right.
But I can't take it. Ouch.
But no, I mean, and like, you know, there's like really nothing going on the shows TV wise to even like be interested in. What?
Loki. Oh wait, we were talking about paranormal.
Yeah, we're talking about paranormal, but Loki is interesting.
Oh yeah. Yes. No shows right now.
I have been watching The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch on the History Channel.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting. It's about the Skinwalker Ranch out in Utah. They actually have a group of scientists trying to figure out what's going on there, whether it's something that's like naturally occurring that they could figure out, or if it's, a lot of people think it's a lot of stories and theories about it being UFO, just an alien inhabited area. There's a lot of Native American lore about it being cursed by certain tribes that battled and had fights with each other on that land. It's really interesting. It's just really hard to swallow sometimes because sometimes it just sounds so scripted. Like the guy who bought it, who says he purchased it and he hired all these guys, he just seems like, and maybe that's part of him because he's a businessman, he's a salesman.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the way he really is and the way he really talks, but it's hard for me to swallow when he's talking. It seems like too script, but it's still interesting. Some of the things that they're finding on the ranch are really interesting. Like just a cow died out of nowhere. Like the cow, there's a whole herd of cows that they still use it as ranch land. This whole herd of cows, they started going in this like crazy frenzy, and all but one left that area and they wouldn't come back. And that one ended up having, like, they called it a stress-induced pneumonia. And it ended up, the cow ended up dying from it. And when they went to check it out, there were high, like, levels of EMF and, like, all kinds of crazy readings going off. And, like, at about 15 minutes, it all dissipated. And when they went back to look at the video, they actually saw up in the sky, like, some kind of metallic object, like a UFO, that appeared, was, like, hovering, and then just disappeared. And then the cow died. It was just weird stuff.
Weird.
I thought aliens liked cows.
Yeah, don't they always pick them up?
This Skinwalker Ranch has, the Skinwalker Ranch has a history of people who are using it for ranch land, obviously, but there was like cattle mutilations. Like they come and like the rear end, like the reproductive organs were moved, and it looked like they said whoever removed them, it wasn't like a coyote because they were clean cuts, but there was no blood. Like these parts were just removed, and they removed like their eyeballs and parts of their jaw, but there was no like chew marks. There's no blood. They just were dead with these parts removed. They showed pictures of them.
Do you see? Tina said they left the carcass on the edge of the property.
Yeah.
And no scavengers came to get it.
Yeah, not even the flies or bugs were on it.
Yeah, so they must have known something was wrong with it.
There's something wrong with that cow.
That's
you know, there's certain parts of the ranch.
There's a Far Side comic that should go here for some reason. I don't know why.
It's really interesting too because what am I doing? There's it was really interesting too because there's like certain parts of the ranch, what they call homestead too, which is like an abandoned house. There's crazy magnetic readings that come there, and you know they've for the first season and a half they were against digging because they said every time they dig, something happens on the ranch. Like the guy who runs the ranch right now for the owner, he was digging in the ranch. He was just digging a road. He wasn't even really investigating anything at the time. He ended up getting this crazy skull swell, like his brain started swelling. Yeah, it was like some kind of radioactive response to something that he was digging up. But when they went back there with like Geiger counters and all that meters and stuff, they couldn't figure out what caused it because there were no readings. But then they'll go out the next day and there's these crazy amount of magnetic and EMF readings all over the place. It's just weird. And like their equipment, like in the middle of the night, will just start going off like crazy. Like all their equipment, guys will start getting sick and like getting headaches, and then it'll dissipate and go away. And it's always like surrounded in these like 3 different areas. It's just the mesa in the distance on the edge of the property will just start glowing. Like there's like a glowing behind it. It's just weird stuff. It's like interesting. But like I said, sometimes it seems a little scripted. Like their head of security, his name is Dragon. I don't think that's his real name, but I don't know what his real name is. Because that's all they call it. They call him Dragon.
Well, people call you Goose. I didn't know your name was Ray for like years.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Tina, I'm telling you, aliens. Oh, they keep seeing what the whole skinwalker thing. That's part of the Native American curse. There's some kind of like non-human beast that presents itself as a human and morphs into like it's almost like a werewolf type thing. But it's either human and he walks away and he turns into a wolf and then he disappears.
Wow.
It's just real. Yeah, it's very interesting show. I mean, even if it's not real, it's interesting.
I always think it says Skywalker Ranch when I first come across it, and I was like, I always think I'm like, what's that? Oh wait, Skinwalker.
Yeah, a little bit different.
The secret of Skinwalker Ranch. Hey, you know, we're just rambling on here, guys. If you guys have any questions or a topic you guys want to talk about with us, you are our special guest tonight. So bring something up. Ask us a question.
Any question?
Look, Tina, that's what I was thinking.
That's not a question, Tina. Or maybe if that place is fucked up.
We said questions, Tina.
Well, I mean, there's got to be something to it because they're not the only ones that have investigated there. I mean, there's documented cases from the early days when people started buying this ranch after it was Native American land. I mean, it's documented for decades of different things, and
I mean,
people
it doesn't necessarily. I mean, it sounds obviously I haven't watched it, but it sounds like aliens. Just saying, but even
that's
if
what
it
it's
is like,
yeah.
Even if it is like some crazy thing that happens in nature, like it's still super interesting.
Yeah,
it's still cool to watch.
Yeah, like why is that stuff happening?
Yeah,
right. Andrew, that's a good question. Actually, Andrew just asked. So do you think that aliens are being more talked about in the news as truth or as a distraction? I think some of it is because a lot of us are just sitting at home and we've been looking at the sky more.
Yeah.
The government has released videos and true stories about things that they've encountered now that they have no explanation for. You talk to people like Andrew Perrin, who's done a lot of research on extraterrestrial espionage and cover-ups and stuff like that, and she's got people following her that are trying to keep her quiet on certain things, and she's not just the woman who lived in the Conjuring house. She's gotten into a lot of other things, and the whole UFO cover-up stories is definitely one of them. And she's seen, growing up where she did, she's seen a lot of UFO activity, and I don't know. I don't know if it's a fad or what, or just it's social media or
right.
And people
think that back in the 1950s and whatever, like they could easily like have something happen and then hide it, and it was very easy. You just put it in a file and you put it away, and nobody ever knows about it.
Good point.
Now everybody walks around with cameras in their hands all the time. Everybody has. We could share information. Look, there was somebody watching the show from Japan.
Right,
you know what I mean? So we can share information so quickly, and we can take videos. If they're getting a video of an alien or a UFO, we're getting it at the same time because we have somebody standing there too with the camera.
Yeah.
So I think that it's to the point where they can't deny it anymore. They can't hide it anymore. So they're like, oh, hey, look at what just started happening.
Yeah. Well, I think we're kidding ourselves if we actually think we're the only ones in the universe.
Right.
And
for sure.
But at the same point, I've seen a lot of supposed UFO sightings that could be very easily explained by somebody who knows how to fly drones very well.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
They do amazing light shows with drones.
I was at there was a Christmas show, I believe. That was all drones. It was like thousands and thousands of drones.
Yes.
They're making full pictures and like
3D
flying
pictures.
around like
3D pictures even.
Yes, like 3D shit. I mean, it's doable. You can very easily fool people into thinking that there's something going on, but
right.
I don't know. I don't know why, because I have noticed it as of recent. There has been a lot of like buzz on social media, like people posting videos of supposed UFOs and stuff like that. But
and normally that was like stuff you had to like really search for, and it was like some guy that's running a show from a an RV somewhere in the middle of nowhere. But now like it's everywhere. Look, Tina said the same thing.
Yeah, they're running out of excuses, and everyone is a cameraman.
They're sitting down there in their basement going, all right, guys, let me tell you what's going on here.
Right.
Well, I think the cell phone in the hand is a lot of basis for a lot of the hate crimes going around. I mean, people don't stop and help each other anymore. They film it on their camera.
Yep.
To see if they can go viral with it. That's all they care about.
Yep. Likes and shares. That's all people care about anymore.
Yep.
Clicks.
Yep.
What would you do if you saw one, D? What if you encountered a UFO? What would you do?
I don't know. I'd probably pull out my phone. Try to actually get a video for once. Or I would just be dumbfounded and just stand there and stare and not do anything intelligent. Right. I would just look and
that would probably be me. Like trying to see if anybody's next to me within arm's length. Just like,
right.
Dude, hey.
You got crazy. I'd piss myself is what I would do.
That's also a valid option.
I know my wife said she'd probably run. She's had a fear of aliens since she was little.
You can't run from an alien.
Right, they're in a spaceship.
I'm like, have you seen War of the Worlds? They pop out of the water. Right? They're trying to get across the river on a ferry.
Your only best bet is to act like you're not intelligent, and they'll be like, "Well, there is no intelligent life here," and they leave.
They're like, what would they know? Just say like, I'm a tree.
Yeah.
Just be really still and quiet. You don't know.
I think it would definitely depend on how far away it was as well. You know, if it was like landed in my backyard, I might have a different reaction than if it was like, flying above the lake and I was, at the beach or something. Like that's a little bit different. If it was in my backyard, I might be waking up my family, but
I remember seeing things.
My first thought would be we're all fucked.
Yeah.
I remember seeing weird things in the sky, like when I was growing up out in the country where there's like no light contamination. But I think the last time, Maine, we had pretty good sight of the stars, but we had to like see through the trees. The last time I could seriously, honestly say I had a great vision of the sky at night was when we were at Hinsdale House.
Yeah.
That was the best stargazing ever. We spent so much time outside just looking at the sky.
We did, really.
And we had that night was actually the shooting. I can't remember what meteorites were flying by, but they were shooting stars out, and it was just gorgeous.
So cool.
But I could see why. I mean, people have had UFO sightings there. I could see why.
Yeah, because you could see so much there.
Yes.
Like it's so amazing.
We are big
Tina
brother.
said she would
We
show
are.
I would like this. I don't know. I would. My head says you'd like to see one. My heart's like, I don't know if you could handle it.
Right.
Don't know if you could handle it.
I know I couldn't. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. And I think that maybe people as a person, if they were in their backyard and looking at it, they could handle it.
Yeah.
But as a society, we couldn't handle it.
Oh no, we would be the smallest thing sent our society into like complete chaos.
Yeah.
And I see like when we watch these movies about the government like trying to keep things hush so people aren't like losing their shit. Like there's a big meteor coming. Well, don't let it out in the news media yet. We got to figure shit out. I understand them covering up that but at the same time, I don't know if people saw if you're going to see a UFO, you're going to see a UFO. And if they start landing all over the place, it's going to be chaos and we're going to all act like idiots.
Yeah. I mean, I was so discouraged when COVID started because I was working at that convenience store.
Right.
And, I have customers that I've known for years. Like, I know their kids. I give their kids candy when they come in, like whatever. I coached their kids' t-ball team, and then COVID hits and these people are like, oh, so do we still have to pay for things or are we at the rioting part yet? Like,
what?
It's a sickness, like it's a disease, like it's not aliens. And people are already talking about robbing the people who are your friends, the owner does so much for the community. He gives out bottles of wine to everybody at Christmas time, like on his dime, he pays for all of that,
Wow.
And then these people are just like, oh, I can't wait till the shit hits the fan. I'm coming here to get all the beer.
Right.
So I know we can't handle aliens. I know we can't.
Yeah, Andrew has it right on. Everybody be shooting at them.
Yeah.
And every freaking hillbilly redneck out there with their shotguns and rifles trying to take one down. Like freaking Randy
in the living room, man.
Like too many people saw Randy Quaid in Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Up yours, asshole. But I mean, she's right. And it'd be the other people like, oh, God has come. It's the second rising of Christ. We're all take us away. Bunch of religious crazies.
I was just telling someone
I'd like to be on another planet watching it happen.
Yeah, maybe.
To Earth.
I would be scared for aliens to view us as people, like as human beings. I hope that they are more advanced than we are and that they can see like people's souls and people's intentions and you know what I mean? Like so like please know that that's not all of us. What you're seeing, that's not a representation of all of us.
But scary that there's the majority of them that are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely scary.
I'd be trying to build me an underground bunker as fast as I could. But I'm guessing they would have like ground penetrating radar and stuff, just probably standard on their UFOs.
And there would be a part of me that would be more afraid of like my neighbors than the UFO in the sky.
Exactly.
I don't know what they're going to do.
I hate people. Aliens might be a welcome change.
Yeah.
Just saying.
If they're bringing us like something, yeah, maybe they're not all like locusts trying to take over every world, deplete our resources, and move on to the next.
I mean, we don't know.
We're just like making up guesses about aliens. How do you know they're not locusts?
Well, listen, okay, the green Martians are trustworthy. The gray Martians, not so much.
Okay, that makes more sense.
The Nordic aliens, however, they're just weird. They stare at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they just scare you.
Here's
the
they're working. The
Nordic aliens are freaky.
They're already working with our government. They're already like infiltrated. I mean,
I feel like it.
Here's
my thing. Here. If I meet an alien or aliens, I am going to assume that they have the same feelings. Like they don't want everyone to assume that they are bad. Yeah. So I personally would give them a chance until they prove me wrong.
I would say hi.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, if they start blasting us with lasers before they even show themselves, then we got a problem.
Yeah.
If they show up in my backyard.
But if they come down and chill, and like, hey, I'll say hi, but I'm probably going to be shit myself. But
like maybe they're just stopping because they want to try Starbucks. They want to know what all the hubbub is.
Right?
Oh, they got one there.
Can we get a caramel macchiato latte, please?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Medium. Right, you mean venti? I don't know, man. Medium. But I would say with Denise, man, I would think, like you want to try to give them that benefit of the doubt, but I think our fear. Oh shit, there's one right there. I know they probably have ground penetrating radar.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can fly interstellarly and visit other planets and other universes, they have to have some kind of radar. They're not just flying blind all over the place.
Right. I would like to think that I would be cool, but I think, like, seriously, I would probably run and.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Pedro says they appear the same way as ghosts. Interesting.
Well, if they're ghosts, for some reason, ghost aliens don't freak me out as much as real aliens. Just saying.
You can't see them.
Fine.
I'm just saying, man. For some reason, ghost aliens don't freak me out as much as real aliens. I'm down with a ghost alien, man. I could meet them.
Yeah, but when you start really diving into like that rabbit hole about alien life form and UFO sightings and some of the documented stories out there about encounters, some of the more noted ones, like with the Mothman and Indrid Cold and all that kind of stuff. It's just, I would watch Hellier, and I know some people didn't find that interesting, but it's a good documentary.
What is it?
It's called Hellier. It's by Dana and it's by the Newkirks. They also run the Museum for Haunted Artifacts. They started they got an email about this guy who was being harassed and witnessed these like goblins in the Hellier, Kentucky area. So they started following that, and they just get into this whole mess of other things. It starts getting into Indrid Cold and the Mothman and government cover-ups and dark magic and puckwudgies, just all kinds of crap. I mean, it's amazing. It was an amazing story. There's 2 seasons of it. And if you're the person that can follow that kind of thing, like I had no background on like the Mothman and the Indrid Cold thing until I watched like Mothman Prophecies and read the book. Then it's very interesting, and it just I was hoping there was going to be a season 3, but I don't know if there is, because I think they just kind of wrapped it up at the end of season 2 with like a pagan ritual to the Fae, and the Green Man and just kind of wrapped it up.
He probably watches it in his living room.
Where do you watch Hellier? It was on Amazon Prime, and I believe they actually have episodes on YouTube as well. Planet Weird.
Feels great to be back.
Right? We missed you.
Tina says Pedro is right. A theory is some of them, their vibration is higher than ours, and we can't see them. They appear ghostly. That makes sense. I think that makes sense. We don't know. I mean, they're aliens. Right. Anything makes sense, but no, we don't know what they have to be, like how they've had to evolve to live on whatever planet that they come from, right. Or maybe they've been traveling through space for so long.
They don't have a planet.
They just know technology, and they have had to physically alter themselves, or who knows? It's crazy to think about.
They're probably already here, man.
Oh, I'm
sure they are. I'm sure they are.
They just freak me out.
Tina, Tina McCoy. Did I say something that was smart ass? No, or are you talking to Heisenberg? Oh, okay.
She asked where you watch it, and he said probably in his living room.
Oh. I was too busy babbling to actually, I didn't listen to him.
I don't know. I used to stress so much about things like that. Just like what's happening in the world. And I just realized that I can't control it. So there's no point in stressing about it. I don't know. I just had this epiphany one day, and I just woke up and I was like, why do I care? I'm just going to focus on my family. Just about worrying about it,
yeah.
If aliens are here, I know it's really hard. And honestly, it took me so long, and I don't even know what switched in my brain. But if aliens are here already, my anxiety thinking about it is not going to change that. So I'm just okay. I'm just kind of going with the flow. And I don't know if I had this big emotional growth or if I have just given up. But I'm my attitude is just
the aliens have gotten to her.
Right? My attitude is just fuck it. I don't care. Fuck it.
I think your emotional growth has led you to the actual truth and in the belief that just fuck it. It's not worth your time.
It's not. It's not.
All right. I worry that the earth is going to get too heavy because of all the roads we're building, and it's going to go off its axis. So I'll take it to another level.
I was really worried when we were
on the lower end of my problems.
Yeah, that's true.
I was worried during that whale watch when we're just flying out in the ocean. I have no idea where we are. Eventually, we're just going to fall off the edge, right? I mean,
right, right.
Flat earthers.
Look, Pedro says they've been here longer than us.
That's the one thing I actually enjoyed about the new War of the Worlds. I know it's a science fiction movie, and it was Tom Cruise was in it. I get it. I mean, Tim Robbins was in it. I mean, come on.
It's all right. It's okay to like a movie just because somebody's in it.
What's that?
It's okay. You don't have to worry about it just because Tom Cruise is in it. It was a good one.
I like the idea though that they had already buried the machines underground and nobody knew it, and they were just beaming the aliens into the ground, and they're popping up
right.
They were here the whole time. Yeah,
they were here the whole time.
It just took them beaming them down in a lightning storm to get them moving again. It's like, holy crap.
I'd be pissed if they freaking messed up my lawn though, doing that shit.
Yeah. You put your New Balance tennis shoes on and mow that lawn for nothing.
I threw away those, man. I was like, I'm not wearing those. I got my black shoes on now. I watched too many videos, and I was like, nope.
Pedro's getting down in a deep rabbit hole, and I'm trying to follow, man.
Yeah. Pedro, just guys, just follow Pedro in the comments.
Yeah, we'll stop talking. I want to read what he's saying.
I'm trying to, but you don't stop talking.
Some of them.
Tina said the new War of the Worlds scared the crap out of her. It did. Cool. It was scary, but the part that really scared me was when they were on the ferry. And I was like, okay. that they're popping out of the water.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I'm not gonna lie, there's not many movies that I'm not scared of.
Yeah. You know what? Like I'm a lot. Well, I don't watch scary movies. You guys know that, but like I'm not a fan of like movies that could be true. Like, let's be real. War of the Worlds could be true, you know. And like the Day After Tomorrow, that movie fucked me up. Like that could happen, you know. Like the things that are like just barely far fetched. Like it's far fetched, but if you think about it, it probably could happen. That's the kind of movies that fuck me up. Like those are crazy. That's too much for me.
You know what bothers me now that didn't before? Like when I was watching and loving it as a kid, is Terminator.
Yeah, because now it's real.
Now there's technology that's right.
There's robotics and cybernetics that are coming out that are similar. I already see how technology is taking us over. I mean, we're already so consumed by it.
Yeah.
It's just going to take one person with brains to like tip it to the bad side.
Have you guys seen the video of the AI robot, and she like has the skin and she looks real and she even makes facial expressions, her eyebrows move, whatever, and she's supposed to be like the future of AI, and they ask her like, do you want to kill the human race? And she says yes.
Yeah.
Now that's what they show you on the news. Like, you know that all of the governments and all of these, you know, companies are developing something way stronger than that and way more advanced than that. And the one that they're showing you, like literally it was a news story about this robot saying she wanted to destroy the human race. Like, and that's the nice robot.
Well, they're just desensitizing us. So this one wants to kill you, but these guys want to annihilate you.
Right. Gosh. Yes. The movie Signs.
Oh, that freaked me out, man.
Yeah.
I still won't rewatch that. Nope.
I love
that freaking that alien walks across and they're watching that video. They all like freak out. I about jumped out of my. I'm like, I did the exact same thing.
But
you know what I loved about that movie though is that
Joaquin yelling "Vamonos, children" was freaking hilarious.
Me and my husband still say that. We probably say that.
So do we.
You know,
yes.
Like anytime the kids are not doing, we'll be like "Vamonos, children." But I do love that movie because it's like everything happens for a reason. Like literally every single thing happens for a reason, and that's how I think. Like that's how I think in general. So I thought that part of the movie was cool. Like, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, whether you think that you are or not. Like everything lined up perfectly because of all the things that happened. Like that was a cool part of the movie, but it did scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Tina Frick said alien technology, and I agree completely. I still think that we've had this discussion before.
They're probably using it right now.
I know. The government already has this technology. This is why things can advance so quickly. This is why we can buy a cell phone and a week later there's one that's like 10 times better.
Right.
You know, it's like, and every month there's a new computer that's faster and smaller, and we're not that smart. I'm sorry.
Right? We've discussed this. Humans are not smart.
Yeah. I mean, just how fast it all just happens and evolves. It just, there's got to be something else. I mean, we have to have something
getting the technology from somewhere. No, nobody's brains are coming up with that. They're stealing it from an alien and then making it look like they did it.
I remember watching Star Trek Next Generation, and you know, they're walking around with their computer pads, and I'm like, wouldn't that be cool? You know? And then like halfway through the season, the iPad comes out. I'm like, holy shit.
Right.
I'm like, okay, where's the food replicators? Come on. Where's the transporters?
Right.
Make my job a hell of a lot easier.
Dude, if they have transporting, they'd probably like make it so expensive, but it would be awesome.
Right.
Right. But then they couldn't because there's so many industries that would be like out of jobs, you know, like out of like
and that's why they hold
the car
stuff
industry,
back.
Construction workers, like everything. Yeah.
That's probably why they hold so much back until like they decide that they just don't need to have them anymore.
Right. Yeah, because there's so many things that would have to change if they didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
If they didn't need roads and cars and
that's a whole infrastructure thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can tell the story. It could happen, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You know what other movie? Oh, I forgot. I always forget what it's called. I think it's called The Happening, maybe. It's where
that's the worst.
Where the trees make people kill themselves.
Yeah.
Is that the movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Ooh. I was like, if
hot
Mother
dogs.
Nature could.
Yeah, I mean, I had to watch it a couple times.
Something.
Yeah. I had to watch that one a couple times before I could actually enjoy it for the meaning of it. Because the first couple times I'm like, this is the worst M. Night movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's no aliens, there's no superheroes, and there's no ghosts.
But it was crazy. It was crazy.
There's trees making us kill each other or kill ourselves.
Right? But if Mother Nature could do that, she probably would, because we're destroying her planet.
True.
So why wouldn't she fight back? It makes you think. Pedro's really making us think tonight too.
Yes.
You're getting.
We all get DNA upgrades because that'd be cool.
Can we pick what we want?
Yeah.
It's what some of the anti-vaxxers are saying, for sure. I mean, I don't know either way. If I'm not getting sick, then I'm fine. But I want some super mutant human powers.
Right.
I just need an injection so my knees stop hurting. Can I get that kind of DNA upgrade?
Yeah.
Like, plug me into whatever you need me to and reprogram my knees. Like,
yeah.
Put me in the Matrix.
That's another one that could be real. Yeah. Like the people that do like the virtual reality shit, like where they live like these totally fake lives where they, just sit at home on their couch all day with their virtual reality on. And then they're like, AI character goes to work and does all this stuff. Like, that could be real. Right. Andrea's probably watching us in AI right now because she watches on YouTube and she can do it on the.
Another movie too about our future is WALL-E, the Pixar movie.
Yes.
That is the way I feel like that is the direction we are going.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
Sure.
I mean, they're just they're on the ship because we destroyed the Earth.
Yes.
We would just
and nobody does anything for themselves. They just ride around in these little carts.
They're all fat.
They have everything's automated. Yeah. They're like they can't even walk. Like they literally can't even walk because they've
evolved to the point where they're so fat and lazy that they basically have no real skeleton. Like they're still human beings and they can move and they hold things, but like they can't walk like hardly. Yeah. Like, they have to relearn how to walk. It's about
they do everything virtually too. They don't talk. They don't talk to each other, even though the person's right next to them. They talk like on computers or on phones or
computer
whatever.
screens. Yeah,
like people already do that already.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting in my computer chair right now, just scooting around on my phone and on my computer.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
But I mean, WALL-E's supposed to be it is a good kids movie because it teaches them about love and how we should take care of the earth and take care of ourselves and all that kind of thing. It's not meant to be scary.
It sounds scary.
That's part of the message.
Yeah, because it's like real.
Yeah, WALL-E is actually one of my favorite Pixar movies.
Yeah. Most people don't look at it like for the deeper meaning of it, though.
Well, Tina, do you think she's on a higher level, or do you think she's just a whack job?
That's what I'm saying.
Or maybe both.
Because you always see in the movies, there's always like that one homeless person who talks to themselves, and they're like holding up a sign that says "the end is near." Like they always know. Yeah. Sometimes you got to listen to the people who seem crazy and talk to themselves.
Yeah. So
I listen to myself all the time. I shouldn't, but I do. Well, that's even scarier.
Pedro saw the planet in the future?
Pedro?
Are you talking about you thought as WALL-E sees it, or have you seen it?
Oh, maybe he's talking about WALL-E.
I don't know, man. He's freaking me out.
Tina said she thinks she's sane.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think she's an abductee.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't.
Yes. Uh-oh. What?
Oh my gosh. Now Pedro's got us on a watch list.
Whoops.
I knew this was going to happen when we start talking about aliens, man.
Yeah.
I
So what do you guys think about
happen.
Sasquatch?
Yeah, let's talk about Sasquatch.
You're afraid of him too. Okay, so let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, but I'm cool. I can handle him.
You know what? Honestly, the bottom of the line,
a lot of schools of thought that think Sasquatch is an alien.
I know.
Yeah. But the bottom line is we need to take care of the planet anyways, because that always seems to be the theme. So let's get better about that.
Yes. And do we get anything for being on this watch list? Like a t-shirt or something?
Does that mean I'll have better Wi-Fi?
Yeah, can I have better Wi-Fi?
I'm on the government UFO watch list, and all I got was this crummy T-shirt.
Yeah. There you go, Ray. You just made up your T-shirt for it.
Yeah. I would say I'll send you my address, but they know. They know where to send my T-shirt. That's
Everybody
fine.
knows I'm always down for a T-shirt.
I mean, who is it?
What?
What?
Oh.
Yeah, if you do some reading and listen to people's stories, there have been a lot of Sasquatch, Bigfoot sightings that have correlated with UFO sightings.
Right.
Actually, the one guy we interviewed from the Mutual UFO Network, one of his most memorable experiences was seeing UFO after seeing what he believed was a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
In North Carolina, they were hiking in North Carolina. He saw Sasquatch, and they followed what they thought was Sasquatch. They came upon this wooded area, and he thought he saw a huge white owl that took off, and then they saw a UFO rise from behind the trees. It's just, and this is a very scientific guy. Like, he knows his stuff. I mean, he's very scientifically minded. He said there's something that blew his mind and had changed his life. I mean, he's just it's what got him into studying UFOs and being a part of MUFON. But yeah, there's a lot of schools of thought on that, and sometimes I think about it and I think it makes more sense that Sasquatch is some kind of alien being or spiritual thing. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
I mean, it would make sense as to why there's no bones found or bodies found or anything. And
yeah, it makes me think like
Dustin?
Yeah.
Sorry,
yes. No, go
ahead. Remember Dustin blowing our minds, and we had like no idea what to even say when he said that aliens and Bigfoot are just us from the future and the past, like way far in the past and way far in the future. And he's like, everything that we will eventually evolve to be is what an alien looks like people say that they look like we don't need hair anymore, we don't need to stay warm anymore, we have clothes,
whoa, let's not get a little ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah, so and then Sasquatch, I know, look, I don't want to get rid of this.
Right.
And then Sasquatch is like everything that we used to be,
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so it's just like, I don't know if it's interdimensional or whatever, but it's like time travel of us. It's really not.
That is pretty
right?
Now I'm gonna be thinking about that.
Yeah.
So I'm overwhelmed. I got to get off.
Yeah. This is too much. This is too much for my first go back in a while. I'll see you guys
later. Oh gosh.
The more friends you have on Facebook, the more scrolling you'll do. Yep. Again, I think that's why I have carpal tunnel in both hands.
You got to scroll through the bullshit.
my one hand goes numb. I got to switch to the other one.
Yeah.
It goes numb. It's getting really like I can lift stuff and carry things. Like it's not affecting my job, What is affecting is when I'm trying to do like manual, like small things, like pick up a piece of paper.
Right.
Like my hand's numb, so I can't like feel like a single piece of paper.
Yeah.
So I think I have a good grip on it and like drop shit. I'm dropping shit all the time.
And then my kids or my husband will be like, "What was that?" I'm like, "Oh, my old lady hands just stopped working. I don't know. Is that like part of getting old? I don't know. I just drop things now."
Things up.
Yeah. Kate, can you pick this up for me?
Yep.
Pedro, why are you asking us a question? You know way more than we do.
It's coming out next week. Or is it, Pedro?
Do we have it? Do we have until next week?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's about. I'm going to be honest. What's the Pentagon report about?
Is there? I don't know. I thought he was joking.
It's about us.
Pedro?
Right? How is
Actually,
that possible?
looking something up right now.
Like how is it possible that they can't tell you that aliens really exist? I feel like if you're admitting that there's aircrafts and things, like where people think they're going to come from.
So no, in April of 2020, the Pentagon released the video of an intercept of what they could not explain. It was not something that they were testing or anything like that. It was what they labeled as true UFO. I just put the link up to there, that because I knew that. I don't know what the official release is. I don't know when that's happening, if that's happening still. I have heard that they are about to come clean on some stuff, but I'm not sure. There's got, like you said though, they can't come clean on everything.
Right. So
I mean, there's got to be. I mean, if what if they have some kind of weapon technology they don't want anybody to know about? You know what I mean? It's not something you can leak.
Yeah, I feel like
they'll tell us what they feel is safe if they tell us anything.
Yes, in small doses.
Like we found this piece of a fragment of metal that is not from this earth.
Right.
They'll tell us stuff like that. They have samples.
Yeah, they'll see how people handle it, you know. But honestly, if it was anything, if it was, like
oh shit, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Oh my God, we're getting shut down, aren't we, by the government?
No, that was a CNN. What I just posted, it was actually playing in the background. Sorry, I forgot to turn it off, and it just started automatically playing.
I couldn't hear it.
Oh,
it must have just been on yours. But if it was anything like catastrophic, if it was like a meteor, like a giant meteor, if it was like a solar flare that was going to take out electricity, like alien invasion, they're not going to tell us anything big like that.
No.
Oh God, it would be terrible.
No, we have a spaceship. Yeah, right. You know what? That would start some major like worldly shit.
Yeah.
Because then everybody's going to want to know what's technology. Yes.
People are garbage.
People in countries that do not agree or do not like the United States or do not like any other states, to be honest, are going to want that technology for their own benefit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's nothing good to come out of it.
No.
Aliens, you just stay hidden and stay where you are.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Or if they
you don't want anything down here, trust me.
I was going to say, it's probably for your own good, dude.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, I hope that they can, I hope that they have some higher consciousness that we don't have, that they can tell, who's good and who's bad.
Yeah.
Like, don't go to the people that are going to be stealing your weapons and cutting you open to study you and all that stuff. Like, if you want to come to my house, we can have a bonfire in the backyard, whatever. Like, I hope that.
Just don't eat me.
If and when they come, they are able to tell the difference between, good people and bad people.
Yeah, Pedro said if you saw Independence Day from 1996, all those lunatics in the desert, that's to be avoided. And yeah, and that's what we want to avoid. We don't want. every hillbilly in an RV and in a shotgun driving around trying to take down these aliens themselves.
Yeah.
Freaky stuff, man.
And religious fanatics.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
He'll be around next week, apparently, Shelley.
Keep your eyes open. Pedro.
So I know we've had the discussion about ghost animals.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, it started up in our house. I keep feeling like something's jumping up on our bed, and I don't know if it's like the ghost of our old cat Lucy or what's going on. But like literally, like my those of you that know me personally, my daughter was in the hospital for a couple of days. I was like literally home alone every night, and like kept feeling like I thought it was Poppy, our puppy.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't her. She was sleeping, and she would not leave Eliza's room.
Wow.
Like she missed her girl.
Aww.
So I honestly thought like Lucy was hanging out, like hopping up on the bed. It was just a crazy feeling. Have you guys had that ever happen to you?
Yeah. I've had that happen a couple times. Yeah, she was probably like trying to help you out, man.
Right? She knows you need comfort. So
Yeah.
that's what she used to do to comfort you. Maybe it doesn't comfort you so much anymore.
Well, she was sleeping in Kim's spot, so yeah. I was the one that always accidentally kicked her off the bed at night. Accidentally.
I felt him walk across my pillow and thought my other cat was in there.
Oh, geez, man!
And looked up, and there was no other cat in the room. Like I felt it walk behind.
That's nuts.
Like indent.
Yeah.
Because my mom gave me this real expensive pillow because she hated it. So it's like a memory foam pillow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I felt that walking across like memory, and I looked up thinking one of my cats were, and there was nobody in there, and I was like, "Hi, Tiki." So that's what Allie comes and visits me every once in a while too. She'll put her head on the bed.
Yeah.
I'll just feel like because she used to rest her head on there when she wanted me to take her out. So I would just all of a sudden I'll just feel like right beside me that head go like where I would feel.
Yeah. Yeah. Luna never really got that. Luna was never really a bed sleeper. She slept on the floor. But if she ever decided as a ghost to jump up on my bed, it would scare the absolute shit out of me.
Yeah, it would.
Right.
Like 90 pounds of dog
like
just laying on
pounds,
the
bed.
It was like 90 pounds when she was healthy.
I would hope that it was a 90-pound thing jump on the bed. You're
just
like
jump on the bed. Now there's been times, and like even my wife will admit, there's been times where we always heard like come up the steps and like the little scuffling on the floor, the footsteps, and hearing her like lay down and that thing, you know, what dogs do, they give the big sigh when they lay down and relax. That we've heard that before since she's passed, and it's weird. But yeah, I don't know what made me thought of that, because it was just something that happened like the last couple of days.
Oh, really? Like I said, I always feel comfort. I always take comfort with it because I want to like, you know what? It'd be interesting to know like if that happened during times where I was stressed. I really like it was in the past now that I can't even think of why it would have. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I wonder if I was going through something at that time when they would come by.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. Lucy had, and it was funny, our cat Lucy had like the knack for knowing if somebody was not feeling well.
Right.
It was like crazy too, because like when Kim was pregnant with both of our kids, Lucy would not leave her alone. Like every time she sat down, Lucy was right on top of her. You know, brushing up against her belly and sniffing it, and you know, like she knew what was going on. She knew something was up.
Yeah. When we I had, what did I have? The swine flu, the H1N1.
Yeah.
I had that. And then like less than a month later, I got mono. Both times I legitimately thought I was dying. Yeah. And so did my dog, because she was 125 pounds, and she would stand with, her front legs on one side of me and her back legs on the other side of me.
Yeah.
For like a week, she was not anywhere more than 6 inches away from me because she knew that something was wrong. I told my husband, I said, I'm dying, and she knows it.
Yeah.
Like, she knows what's coming.
That's funny.
I think
it's
the
not
same
funny,
thing,
but
like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you being so nice to me?
Right.
Am I
Why are you
dying?
looking at me like that? Or I'll be like, is there something behind me? What are you looking at?
Jen says she had a cat die suddenly of pneumonia. Kept seeing him in her house. Once his brother passed away, he disappeared. Guess he didn't want to cross over all until his brother was ready. Yeah. That makes sense. They always say, like, people, a lot of people think, and I think that's part of the reason our spirits stick around is because we have unfinished business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something's not quite right for us yet. There's a reason that we can't cross over.
Or they just want to be an asshole to people and then they don't cross over because they're like,
right? Because cats are assholes. They're like, I just want to knock over a couple more glasses off the counter and then
I'm done.
I always like that meme. Fuck this glass in particular. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. So when
I
shit's
swear my one
over,
cat does look at me when I'm telling him, like, don't. He's like stares at me and like,
don't do what? This?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So Pedro says to see ghosts, you need to eat more salt. Charge on salt. A salt bath. If I have any more salt, Pedro, I'm going to die. I already have high blood pressure. So
I don't like that.
I think it was to protect yourself from spirits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, if you think about it, don't they use...
He also said that if you're taking any meds that reduce your sodium to nothing, you will be attacked spiritually.
We're probably going to take that chance.
Wait, he said something. Oh, so charge on
salt. Interesting theory.
So charge on salt.
I mean, I know salt is used for protection, so I get where he's coming from.
Yeah.
But I do take pills that remove sodium and water from my system, so...
That's what I'm going to say. Some of us are going to have to take that chance, man.
Yeah. Well, he said if you have a heart problem, so
maybe that's why
Pedro is not a doctor and he is not soliciting any medical advice.
Pedro is not passing out yet. Unless it's Dr. Pedro, but he probably doesn't want to put his name behind it.
That's funny. Thank you, Pedro. I think I'll pass
we
on
at
that.
The Cryptic Paranormal Show are going to take no responsibility in that.
Yes. We are also not doctors and not soliciting medical advice. Yeah.
Was garlic salt count?
What?
I really like that.
You like that?
Garlic salt.
It's garlic and salt, right?
Right? That should be like double protection.
Yeah.
Vampires and ghosts.
Vampires and ghosts. Vampires.
Vampire.
Oh, I got bit by a dog today, so I'm waiting for me to turn into a werewolf.
Was it a full moon tonight?
What's that?
Or was that last night?
I don't know. I know
have to wait a month.
The strawberry supermoon, I think, is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Is it this weekend or
Shelly knows. She just posted something about it.
Did she? Shelly, when's the strawberry super cheesecake moon? What?
Strawberry cheesecake moon to go with your Gatorade.
Mercury's already in Gatorade. We need the strawberry shortcake moon.
Oh, it's shit. Tonight. Yeah. It's tonight.
And it's probably
right,
clear out.
Here's your chance, buddy.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
He was proud.
Is there really a strawberry moon, or they just rename it because nobody wants to call it the blood moon anymore?
Oh.
No, they did not.
You know,
There's
I
different
don't.
kinds of moons. There's a
I
blood moon
don't
and a
know.
strawberry moon.
I don't know if I believe you, but it's very possible.
We just feel like strawberry moon is much more positive than the blood moon.
Right. Oh, Shelly, I'll have to bring my crystals.
Oh, I always forget to do that. I need to cleanse my pendulum and my
Okay, here's a question about moon water. Shelly, is it bad if we use water from the well at the seminary to make moon water?
what the hell is moon water?
It's water that's charged under the moon, under the full moon, with intentions.
What intention?
I mean, whatever your intentions are.
Really?
You set your own intentions. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go put some freaking moon water out. I got some people I gotta take care of.
I don't know if it works that way.
I'm on. Let's do this.
Like you can't just like shake your bottle of moon water on the counter and it'll give you winning lottery numbers. Like I don't think that's how it works.
What if I shake my moon water on people that I want to be nicer?
Right? Will it burn like holy water when you sprinkle it on me?
So it's like the Great Lakes and all water. Are they moon water then?
Oh my God, that's
Yeah, right. That's
damn
like
it,
a whole,
Heisenberg.
like you guys are making it. You have a whole
Got a whole lake
right
out
next
there.
to you. Then you just go get some cups. Go get
I
some
don't
red
know.
Solo cups and drink it.
Like
I don't
go
know.
stand out over the lake and say, "My intention is this."
Everybody head to the lake, Moon Lake water party.
Oh shit! I wonder if Tina McCoy's still on. She just commented. So Tina McCoy gave me moon water, and it was in this super cute little bottle. And my kids were like, "What is this?" And I was like, "It's moon water." And I was explaining it to them, and then they were like, "Can you drink it?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, it's just water. Like you don't actually put anything into it, you know?" Because I'm like, you put intentions in it, so they thought you actually put something in it. So they asked if you can drink it, and I was like, "Yeah, you can drink it. It's just regular water, you know." They were actually asking me if they could, not like if you, in theory, could
They wanted to drink the moon water.
They drank my freaking moon water. I went, like, I was doing whatever, and then I come back to the kitchen, and my moon water jar is empty. I'm like, "You guys, what happened to my moon water?" They're like, "You said we could drink it," and I was like, "No, I meant like you could. You're not going to get sick. I didn't mean like you could actually drink my moon water."
But yeah, now I'm really like, because
I
like
prefer
could any
smart
water.
water.
I like the idea of moon water.
Smart water.
How's that working out for you, dude?
I do imagine it in a nice little like pretty bottle.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's like the Water Boy's like glowing bottle of water that he had for the special occasion that his dad made him. I just watched that like the other day.
I was gonna
like his
say
super water. It's a glowing flask of water.
I don't know how many people pull out a Water Boy reference.
I don't know. It sounds kind of wonky to me. I mean, Ernst Angley tried to bottle water and sell it.
I mean, maybe we're gonna make some for the gift shop at Madison.
Oh
yeah. So have
Look,
like
now you guys are like, "Oh, that's a good idea."
now I'm thinking, I was like, maybe I need some moon water. Maybe I should put some out there with some good intentions, right?
Yeah, I'll make you some moon water tonight.
All right.
Sweet moon water.
There's no moon water for you, Ray.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna make you some moon water. It's not gonna be pretty.
I think I need holy water. The way this week has gone, I think I need all the holy water I can get.
Yeah.
Shelly has holy water. We bought it at a garage sale.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Sounds legit.
It was actually an estate sale, and the woman that was selling it, I think it was her mom that passed away, and she was like kind of annoyed that her mom had it.
Oh.
You know, she was like, "Oh yeah, it's holy water." Like she's like, "Mom used to go to the Holy Lands every year and bring it back with her," you know. So
I buy that stuff too, man.
right? And it was only 25 cents at the garage sale. Like, yes.
I'm just gonna start bottling
I knew
up
it.
some
I knew it was
water
gonna happen. I knew what I was gonna say.
Yep.
and label it holy water.
That's
like
what we were talking about too.
Sharpie.
Like she probably just takes out another jar when the next people come, and like that's how she's getting rid of the jars.
She's gonna buy a 12-pack of like Giant Eagle bottled water. Take all the labels off with a Sharpie, just write holy water. But I'll make sure I spell it wrong, like WHOLLY.
Yes.
Water.
I'd buy that bottle.
Sell it for like $10 a bottle. I'll sell it on eBay. I'll make tons of cash. Watch me. Tina, what did she say?
Oh, Tina.
So I saw a very disturbing ghost in my living room last week. I did that glide across like in a horror film.
It did that glide. Tina did not glide across her living room.
Oh wait, yeah, it didn't glide.
I was gonna say, Dana, like I read it, but then when you read it, I'm like, Tina's freaking gliding.
It's funny, I was thinking of Tom Cruise and Risky Business.
There you go.
Sliding across his room with his. Did you have sunglasses in her broom?
Was he on a Roomba?
Oh gosh.
We are bad tonight. Sorry, Tina.
Oh, Pedro.
This is what tonight was about, though.
Guys,
Just
listen.
Back and having fun.
Pedro's got to go. We've never seen him here. Never saw him. Never heard of him. Pedro who? Everybody got it?
Everybody's got it.
Who?
Pedro
Have a good
Scott.
night, person. I have no idea or recollection of who you are.
Never heard of him.
Have a good night. Never heard of him.
I want to know about this ghost that Tina saw.
I know. We like totally ruined that. Sorry.
But I really do want to know about it.
She's used to it. She knows
I know.
I'm an
I was
idiot.
gonna say, it's not like she's a first time listener.
Right. She knows us personally.
That's true.
Tina's like,
it's really on her.
Look, she does know us. She's like Denise would have freaked. Listen, when we had April on last week and she was talking about how everybody can develop their psychic abilities, this story right here, Tina, is exactly why I don't want to develop my abilities. I don't want to see spirits gliding across my living room.
I was listening when you said that. You're like, I'm not ready for that.
No, I'm not.
Tina, did it look like this?
Oh, gosh.
Tina, you know I love you. As long as it didn't look like this.
Oh, geez.
But no, Tina, I'd like to know more about your ghosts. You've been telling me there's quite a few.
Right. Like, was it somebody who is not normally at your house, I'm assuming? Like somebody new? What were they doing there?
Tell us more.
Yeah. If somebody comes gliding across my living room because they have a message to tell somebody that I know, it's not okay.
No, right? Especially if you're doing the gliding move without walking. I need to see feet touching the floor.
Like where the toes dragging across the floor.
Oh, God, no. No.
Thanks, Tina. Good thing I'm not planning on going to
great.
sleep.
Well, thank you, Denise, for putting that in my head.
Reminds me of the nun from the Conjuring movies. It just like shows up and just like, shh.
Yeah, this is why I don't watch scary movies.
At you.
I'll be
Whenever I
watching
go searching stuff on my Hulu thing, it says The Nun, and I'm like, who's watching this? Why is this on my search?
Why is this suggested?
And the picture is just as bad, so I see it every night. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Sometimes the trailers for scary movies are even too much for me. Like I'll just
I turn them off.
I'm like this.
I've turned commercials off.
Yeah.
But I hate it when those trailers show you everything that's actually scary in the movie, and then you watch the movie, and then
it's the same with funny movies too. Yeah. They only put the funny parts in the trailer, and then you're like, okay, that 3 minutes of trailer was literally the only 3 minutes that was funny.
Yeah. All right, back goes. She wants you to bring over the box soon.
Well, we need to have a team meeting soon, so maybe we need to do some practice investigating at Tina's house.
And invite me.
And invite Denise.
I guess.
Fuck off, Heisenberg.
You couldn't see through it? Was it like a black mass, or did you see...
Oh.
Like,
was it a shadow man?
And you like how Tina tells us this at 9:51 when we have
I
to
know
get
she's
off
probably
soon,
typing off fast too.
I've
I
only been
know.
asking for topics all night long. I'm talking about ghost cats.
Hey, those are very important.
I need to know more.
It was a person.
It was a person. Okay. And
Yeah, like I feel like
Okay.
they obviously have something very important to tell her if they're coming across that. I don't like if they're
Well, if
really
they're
trying
gonna-
to get her attention. Was it like
Don't say it was in
1800s
Victorian dress.
clothes? Right, exactly. Was it 1800s clothes? Was it like a sundress?
Was it
Tell
like
us
a
it was a-
70s jacket?
Was it like
Nice.
the suits from Dumb and Dumber when they wear those blue and orange suits?
Tell me it was a rust-colored poodle skirt.
Oh my gosh.
We're all waiting for her to answer back.
I know. It's the problem when we do the shows that where we just have you guys as guests. We just sit there and read your comments and like don't even talk.
Tina, where are you at?
Okay, here's more, guys.
This thing had no type of vibes. And was just coming in the house, and I only caught part of it. I saw from like the knees down. That freaked me out.
There's more.
Oh.
Then I started. Ugh. Did it feel?
Yeah.
You said, well, she had no vibe, so I guess you couldn't feel if it was malicious or anything. Then my daughter said, "Oh, I'm going out. I'll see you later." Well, that's convenient.
Yeah. Do we blame?
Oh, you saw that? Oh, I'm going out.
Yeah, right.
Wait, does your daughter see things too, or that was just a coincidence? Does her daughter see things too?
I thought her daughter had she's able to do something.
I think, her daughter is definitely sensitive to it.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Peace out, Mom."
I couldn't feel anything from it, but I was so distracted because I was just coming in the house after shopping, and I didn't catch anything from the waist up. That is so weird.
See, that's even freakier.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was like ghost pants just gliding across the room.
Yeah, Katie dreams things. I remember she.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
Don't worry, Tina. I am the serious one here tonight. Apparently,
Who would have
Katie
thought?
dreams things. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's rust-colored creepy ghost pants. Fuck that. See,
Well, she said she couldn't think any of the waist up, so that's all I'm thinking is like a skirt or a pair of pants, just shoop.
with the toes.
No.
Ugh. No. No dragging toes.
No dragging toes.
Oh gosh.
Yes, Tina's the one who sees things. She's actually very
gifted.
I know.
Very
Tina helped me out at the investigation at Shalersville.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really feel like something's over here. She's like, there is. She's like, but it's fine. It's fine. He's nice. Like, okay. She really did make me feel a lot better.
I don't think there's anything malicious.
I think they're all nice there.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
The rooms kind of set you up a little bit, like that doll room and stuff. It kind of just puts you a little bit off. But yeah, I don't think there's anything mean there.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes, I hate dragging toes too. That's just wrong.
I think we could all agree on that.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
a unanimous decision.
Yeah, we could add that to the list of things that we never talk about again.
Oh,
right.
That's right. No drawing up.
You're like la 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 la, not listening.
You gotta do the double, like the no look and listening, like.
Yeah, right. That's Tina. I'm gonna tag along on all of your events, just so you know. The guys don't know it either, but I'm gonna.
We just assume she's gonna be there.
Yeah, we don't even. To be honest with you, I don't even think about it anymore. I just assume Denise is just gonna be there. Actually.
Yeah, I'll be there.
And I'm happy with that.
I do want to investigate with you. Oh
gosh. The fact that she's never seen it before, and then like just shows you how much evolving. People still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's still things that'll shock you.
Yeah.
She said she was used to it.
Oh, I don't know if I could get used to that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need to try. Plus, I have.
I'm talking about the gliding thing.
No, because if that's where it ends up, then I don't want to start. If that's a possibility.
I'm gonna go with Denise because people have said I'm kind of locked down too, and I don't think I'm that mad about it.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with it. Nope.
Man, I'm thirsty tonight.
That was super loud.
I'd be like, no, you need to stay in here, girl.
Sorry. I was just like, I sweat buckets all day, and like all I want to do is drink water when I get home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be telling my dog, I'd be like, nope, you're staying in tonight.
Yeah, you're staying here. We're gonna watch a Disney movie.
Get your ass on the couch, get the blanket, pop some popcorn.
Find all the Water Boy to get our mind all off it.
Find all the Disney movies.
Oh gosh. For some reason, it's the live action Beauty and the Beast that gets me. That's what calms me down.
The live action one?
Yeah,
with
not
Hermione?
the cartoon one. Yeah. I like her.
It's not that bad.
It's a good one.
Oh, I like it, yeah. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Kate watches it when it's on sometimes. That's how I like, because I've seen it when it first came out. Kate and we saw it, but then like if it's on TV, sometimes Kate will have it just on.
Yeah. I watch it all the time. Anytime I get too scared at the seminary, I come home, watch Beauty and the Beast.
See, yeah, my wife will watch. She likes watching scary movies with me, but she always has to watch something like mellow, like soft and fun afterwards.
Yeah, I gotta calm my brain down, man.
Yeah, I watch The Conjuring and I go straight to bed.
No,
my wife's like, "How do you do that?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Kate does that sometimes. I'm like, "Oh,
freaks."
I just this will be a good kind of thing. So she is watching The Conjuring, right, or whatever. Is it the second one or whatever? What's out?
Oh yeah, the new one. Yeah.
So she's watching it. She goes, "I'm watching it without the sound because sometimes it's the jumpy stuff."
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and like we're out on the porch and I'm like all of a sudden I'm hearing all this dialogue and I was like, "Hey, I thought you were watching it without the sound." It was freaking me out.
Well, Kim also got this thing where she will turn on, because we have a TV in our bedroom, so she turns on Netflix and turns on the original Star Trek, which she said it reminds her of when she was a kid because her parents would watch Star Trek when she went to bed.
Yeah.
So it's like just a thing that helps her calm down, makes her feel safe. Well, the problem, like, that's great. The problem is if I get to go up and pee and I see Star Trek on the screen, I'm going to sit there and watch. I'm going to binge watch the whole season.
Right.
So I sit there and I watch this, even though I've seen it like 5 million times. I'm going to sit there and watch it at 2:00 in the morning when I need to be up at 7.
Right.
So,
oh my gosh.
I watch the same thing every night before I go to bed, and that's Mighty Cruise Ships because it's something I've seen so many times.
Yeah.
And basically, it's just for me to kind of listen to as I fall asleep.
Yeah. But you don't have to.
Tina says she falls asleep watching The Shining.
No.
I fall asleep watching The Shining because it's so damn long.
Yeah.
I've never seen The Shining. I don't plan to.
When it was on TV, they split it into two nights because it was so long. That was when I watched it. Was when it was on TV.
Yeah.
And the only reason I watched it is because my Spanish teacher was friends with Stephen King. And she went to go see the premiere of the movie like at the hotel, and she got to spend the night there and everything. And so, I was in school, and I thought
outside of his house was pretty cool.
Yeah,
we got to see that.
A lot of. Oh, you got yeah.
He doesn't live there anymore. He sold it. He does something really cool thing though. He actually picks, I think, 3 or 4 different writers that come in and live in that house, and they can work there and write their books and like get.
Oh, that's cool.
And then because he still owns it, he just doesn't live there.
Yeah.
But he lets them live there in the house, and they get to use it for however long it takes them. And then he has another group come in, and
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
So there's that cycle of creativity still going on.
Yeah, that's cool.
I bet you that house is charged, even if nobody really died in that. I bet you that house is like charged.
He tells a story about when he first moved in. His kids didn't want to live there; they wanted to move because it was haunted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's more now.
Yeah. Oh, you guys! I can't wait. You guys saw that my wife and I booked a vacation, a small vacation for our anniversary to New Orleans. I cannot wait.
That's gonna be awesome. Kendall went there and she loved it.
Yeah, I actually got. I don't know if I got the pictures of the place. Hold on.
It looks pretty cool though.
I know we're getting close to being end, but and they're in the description.
We do whatever we want. Wolliver's not on anymore.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Save image.
You got the freaking risky business picture up there pretty quick. I think you can figure this out.
Right?
Yeah.
Or did you already have that plan? Are you and Tina working together?
No.
He's just super professional now, Heisenberg. Yeah,
I guess so.
Shit. No, I'm refocused, guys. We have these weeks off, and
there you go.
There it is. Damn it, you're too quick. There it is. But yeah, this is an old mansion. It's Ruthie's balcony suite. It's right on the French Quarter. It's just amazing looking. But like in the description on the Airbnb of the Airbnb site, they talk about a resident ghost. So I cannot wait to get there.
Are you gonna bring equipment with you?
I'm going to this time, I think for sure.
You think for sure?
Yeah.
Until your wife's like, no. You could just pack like a K2 in your bathroom bag, like, no, that's just my toothbrush.
My EDI will fit. Yeah. Oh, I forgot my deodorant, but I got my EDI device.
Well, it would just be, you'd fly with it, be like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
She won't know the difference.
Beep, 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 beep.
They were both blue containers. So that's a really big deodorant. I'm like, I know, it makes me smell really good.
Yeah, I got it at Sam's Club.
Especially in New Orleans. Yeah, I got it at Sam's Club. It's the Costco, the Kirkland version. Let me get my deodorant. Oh my God.
I don't think you can get away with bringing the grandpa box. Yeah.
No, that's probably too much.
Yeah.
More than likely we'll be flying down there, so it'll have to be something light, like a recorder or something. I'll take something.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I cannot wait. Maine was cool. We just didn't have enough time at the hotel for me to really do anything. So,
are you taking the kids to New Orleans?
No.
Nice.
That is an anniversary. Yeah, that's an anniversary vacation. This is like the honeymoon we wanted that we never had.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
That'll be so fun.
Yep. We can't wait. So yeah, I'll do a quick review real quick of all the events we got coming up. You guys need to watch out, all 4 of you, which is 3 of us and maybe Tina.
Tina, watch out for this stuff.
Yeah, Tina.
Saturday, our friends Barb Young and Chris Shitwood are running this event at the Riders Inn in Painesville this Saturday. It looks like there's going to be readings. There will be readings brought to you by Illuminate. Stop by for reading, shop local vendors, and stay for lunch or dinner. And the evening's live entertainment and enjoy some good paranormal conversations with friends. Sign up for readings. Start at 12:30 p.m. and readings will be from 1 to 5.
Okay, time out. I have a question for Tina.
Oh.
Were you going to say that was super professional and he sounds like a radio person? Yeah,
yes.
He does. You read it just like a person on the radio.
Yes.
But Tina, do psychics go get readings from other psychics?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I was wondering. Because I know they all feel different things and see different things. So I was
that's
just
a good question, though.
Yeah. You could. She'll be typing. You could show the other ones. Sorry.
And no, Tina, I don't have a cold. My allergies are killing me. And it gets worse because I haven't snuffed my Afrin. I forget what I was doing. Okay. Oh, FC Icon. Yeah. What am I doing, guys? Why can't you hear me? You're on mute, asshole. July 24th, Saturday, got the Resident Undead and Gateway Paranormal presents FC Icon 1. A fundraiser for the Blue Star Mothers of America.
I'm excited
Chapter
about that
10.
one.
Chapter 10. I got to look more into that. I'm not really sure what that is for. I know he posted about it a while ago. I got to reread it.
Yeah.
I know it was a good cause.
Yeah. And I think that they're doing, I think they're collecting stuff for them as well, because I think that they send out care packages to families that are still here in the States.
That's what it
and
was.
they also send, to the soldiers who are overseas.
Yeah.
So they do collect a lot of things for care packages. And I know Kimmel's posted a list before of things you can bring to donate.
Yep. That's it. Thank you for correcting me on that one.
It's what I'm here for.
I know. That's I'm going out of. Now.
You had it right.
No, August comes before.
Oh, you're going to August one. Okay, you're going to
November. Yeah. And then the big one we're working towards as well is the Ghost Hunt for Brian, spearheaded by our teammate and RU Media brother from our paranormal podcast, Sean Gilmore, spearheading this with Austin Maynard, who donated the Middle Point School for the ghost hunt. Daniel Klaus is also involved, owner of the Hinsdale House, and will be there representing the show. And Dark Alley and Brian Baum will be there from Bearded Paranormal, and psychic medium Linda Dix will be there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a really, really cool event, and the proceeds go to help Brian in his fight towards bladder cancer. So we're super psyched about that and helping him out and his family. We love the Felicias. They've always been a big supporter of our show. Yeah. They've been a big supporter of everybody in the paranormal community. I mean,
they're wonderful.
They are.
I'm actually Facebook friends with him. I'm not Facebook friends with both the people.
Yeah. And then September 18th, we have.
Wrong one.
Son of a. Nah, there we go. MadCon 4 #fights here. Also spearheaded by Resident Undead and Gateway Paranormal Society. Again, this is September 18th at Madison Seminary. And that's always a good time. This is the fourth one. They just get better every year.
Yeah.
And September is a good time of the year to have it because it's usually a little bit cooler.
Not August. That was miserable.
FCICon is going to be interesting. We'll see what the weather holds out for us on that. But and then we got some more stuff we're already starting to line up for next year. One we're super excited about, but can't talk about for a couple months. I was already begging the person who asked us to be a part of it if I could just tell people our friends that we're going to be in this thing, and he's like, "Oh, not quite yet. I'm trying to get the whole list of celebrities that are going to be there." So
I'm so excited.
It's exciting. So keep an eye out, guys. We're back with vengeance, and we are super excited to be a part of these awesome. I mean, and these events we're going to are awesome. They're fundraisers. They're meaningful.
Right.
They're bringing the community together for a good cause. It's good stuff. Did you already? Oh, Tina responded to your question.
Oh, I was reading it while you were talking.
Oh, okay.
But I guess I could show everybody else too.
Yep. Tina said, "Yes, I can still go and get readings for them, or I can still go and get readings for themselves because it's hard to read for yourself. My daughter has to get readings from other people because it's hard for her to see her. But I feel, as a general rule, many psychics that I know go for readings." Makes sense.
I could see that too. I didn't think about that either.
Yeah, you either can't see yourself, or maybe even somebody super close to you.
Yeah. And
talk to text. We figured it out, Tina. We understood what you're saying.
Yeah. And then Darren said it's the Mothers of Veterans.
Cool.
Yeah. And
awesome.
They do. I'm assuming I was right about the care packages though, because he didn't correct me on that one.
No, you're right. I do remember Adam posting that originally. I think that's the farthest I got into what that was all about. So but it is a good cause, and it's something different. So it's needed. It's good stuff coming up. I'm really excited about this next couple months.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
gonna be great.
Finally, hopefully, crawling out of this funk of how 2021 has started.
Yeah.
Several ups and downs. Seems like the
Yeah.
extremes on both, but
Right.
yes.
Yeah, I guess, we complain about 2020 being like boring, like it was the
Yeah.
same shit every single
Yeah.
day. And then now 2021 is like, oh, here, you want a roller coaster? Have this and
Right.
this
Yeah.
and this.
Yeah. That's
And
what it feels like.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been crazy.
It's been manic depressive.
Right. Yes.
It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
half the year's almost over, so let's roll our dice on the second half, should we?
Yeah. Because we're gonna kick ass the second half.
Yes, we are.
No more
Coming flexing muscles, beast mode, whatever you want to call it, just being happy and positive.
Yes.
Not being an asshole.
Yes. Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
It's the motto of the show, don't be an asshole.
Yes.
Mhm.
It really is that simple.
Yeah. But we love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be working on a guest for next week. Yeah. So have a good weekend. We'll spook you later, crypto heads.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.